Welcome back to Weekly Windows of Wisdom, week 26. When you make compassion constructive, your intent is to help and advance empathy to action. Compassion versus empathy, is there a difference? It is easy to lump them both together, as one tends to associate them both with feelings about how we might feel about another person's situation or circumstance. But the real difference is in what we do with each of these feelings. Here's an example. If you have someone on your team who seems to be struggling in a particular area, and you remember what it was like when you too might have struggled with the same issue, you could easily just empathize with that person. You might think, oh, I know how he feels. And then you give him an extra time to complete a task or even a pass on a particular task. This is when empathy becomes dangerous, believe it or not, as it can create a bias in the workplace, as evidenced by treating others differently because of empathy. These feelings of empathy can also be masked by positive strokes. A manager might think, oh, this person reminds me of when I was young and ambitious, and then ends up encouraging and promoting that individual over others due to an unfair bias created by, guess what, empathy. Now, having compassion, on the other hand, suggests not only understanding someone's situation, but doing something constructive to make an impact. When one's initial empathy leads to compassion, now that is the perfect storm. When I feel strongly about a cause, an issue, or a challenge that another person is dealing with, I don't just say, geez, that sucks, or yeah, been there, done that, and then move on. I show compassion by listening and working towards providing resources to support that person or support that cause. In plain language, the difference between empathy and compassion is the true desire and sense of urgency to help. There's a saying that I use that could also apply. Give someone a fish and he eats for a day, but teach him how to fish. He eats for a lifetime. When folks come to me needing a resolution, I listen, confirm my understanding, then we talk through it together so we can end up with mutually beneficial results. Even when the issue is over email or over text messaging, just stamping your response with an appropriate email or an appropriate emoji is basic empathy. But picking up the phone or getting face-to-face will catapult empathy to action, transforming your response to being both compassionate and constructive. So be that person.